Okay. Hello. Whatever. Now we're going to try to use picture dictionaries to learn this stuff. I think I ordered the card. I forgot to push the button. I was curious when are you gonna write. I forgot to push the button, so we have some cards on the way. So hopefully,
Okay.
yeah, you can push card on. Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. Now, can I borrow your book
Yeah.
for a while? Okay. So let's review a little bit what we learned last time. We learned that there are Chinese lessons have how many tunes?
4.
4 tunes. Okay, the first, the second. Okay, so somebody can you help me to repeat? First, let me ask you: have you watched the last recording? Do some practice in between time yourself. Have you purchased Rosetta Stone yet?
No, not yet.
Okay. You share with him anything? Rosetta Stone.
What do you mean by sure?
Have you learned Rosetta Stone yourself?
Have I used it a little bit?
Yeah, exactly.
Over the last
Chinese?
week or so, I have not had time, but I have been using it, and I
Okay.
will continue to use
So
it.
learn language. Let's just say if you want to learn language, you got to dedicate some solid time, regular time to learn it, or else it's basically a waste of time.
Yeah.
Okay, you learn but not getting much ahead. So what I recommend you, so take some notes, Elijah. This is something you want to purchase or equip yourself with. Okay, Rosetta Stone. Okay, you need to learn it to have it. Okay, it's only $200. I purchased it actually myself, so you can learn all kind of languages by one subscription, lifelong. So worth it. Okay, so make it sense to you. So
Yeah.
get it down so you can follow through. Okay, so then you have a when we can go through certain things together with Rosetta Stone. You have questions, ask me accordingly. But I'm going to follow those way to use those material to teach you guys. Okay, so last time we talked about let's do a review. Last time we talked about first we're going to talk about the numbers. Can somebody do a recounting for the numbers?
I can't actually
Yeah,
myself.
what about you?
Yep. I can
Okay,
count
go
to
ahead.
5, I think.
Let's do
So its first one is E
E.
R.
I want you to say it. Okay.
E.
Be loud, engaging. Be tag along. Again, the method of using called immersion. You can't think like an adult. Most of the time, you think what? Like a little child. A little child always mimic the people around them, especially mom and dad, right? So acting like a little child. Don't feel bad about it. Don't call it back. Say, I'm not sure that's good for me, comfort for me. Think like a child. Child will ask. And with that, stuff that ask questions, and right? So we do have structure, but I want you to ask questions. If I said to nose, bees are, what's the next thing you're gonna ask? Just
What's
naturally point is, oh, what is that? What is this? So then we can start a new conversation. It's called immersion. Okay, so make it sense to you. So, okay, let's see the 4 tunes. This is more structured teaching 4 tunes. Let's first learn the number. Repeat it as a. Go ahead. E
E
E
R
R
2
3
3
4
4
5
5
Okay.
Is that for 4?
1 2 3 4 5
4
4 4
4
Repeat 4 4
3
That's pretty good.
2
R.
1
1
Mm-hmm.
5
Oh, good. You guys doing good. Okay, let's do this for tunes now. Ma 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 ma. Ma 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 ma.
Ma 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 ma
Ma ma ma ma. Mo 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 mo.
Ma ma
Ma ma
Mo
ma
mo mo mo. Mo mo mo
Mơ
ma
Ma
mo.
Mua
Okay. Mu
Mu
mu mu mu mu mu.
Mu 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 mu
Mo 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 mo.
Mu 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 mu
Okay. Ma 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 ma.
Ma 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 ma
Na 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 na.
na 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 na,
踏踏踏踏，
ta 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 ta,
呢呢呢呢，
na 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 na,
特特特特，
ta 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 ta,
哒哒哒哒，
da 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 da,
得得得得，
da 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 da,
撒撒撒撒，
sa 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 sa,
瑟瑟瑟瑟
sa 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 sa,
，OK，哈哈哈哈，
ha 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 ha,
哈哈哈哈。Remember that good, but ha 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 ha, something like that. Ha 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 ha,
哈哈
ha 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 ha,
hoo 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 hoo.
huh huh huh.
That's terrible. I'm sorry. Didn't recognize that one. I'm gonna start with that one next time. Okay. There are character different writing system. We know the pronunciation system. They have what's it called what is it called? Transcript like this one. What do you call it? No.
Pinyin?
Pinyin. Okay. So then
Pinyin.
they have a character, right? This is Chinese character.
That's right.
Chinese character two system. What the first one?
Mandarin. No.
Okay, good. Mandarin. Let's see. Mandarin, Chinese,
Cantonese?
Cantonese. Okay, let's see. Just called Chinese. Okay, 普通话 Mandarin.
普通话.
Mandarin.
普通话。
普通话
Oh, I thought that was popular language.
Yes, popular language. Literally is popular language.
Oh,
popular
sorry.
Tongues, whatever.
Yeah.
汉语
Hanyu.
the language Han.
Mhm.
In language Han. Chinese is 中文.
中文。
中文.
Zong is like China, right? So Wen is language again, script, so now in Chinese writing system you can see the characters are different, right? So we call the pictography, right? Pictography. And they have a simplified version and traditional version, okay, called the traditional. Traditional is the old way those characters are written, and then you have a simplified. Okay, so I make sense to you guys. Okay, so the different ways of. Then we talk about the grammar. It's mostly like actually European grammar. It's it's a new thing for China. So, but they talk about the different tense of time. 明年我去中国. Repeat after me. 明年.
明年.
Next year. 我去. I want you to do this, okay? Mimic after me. So 我明年去中国. Okay, I know it's not sign language. Try to emphasize when you think about it. Okay, 明年我去中国. Okay.
明年
我去中国. 中国 is China. Okay. Chinese 中文中文中国国 means nation. Okay, means nation. 中文中国明年我去中国.
明年
我
先
去中国. Okay, you do it.
明年我去中国.
It's hard to understand. Basically, next year, coming year, I going to China. So next year, I go to China. 这当时 I'm going to China in China. Chinese verb don't carry tense, okay? So implied through the time frame. 明年我去中国. Chu doesn't mean something. But anyway, so don't worry about it. Okay, so then we have 一本书一本书 book. 一本 is a measurement word. Okay, 一本书一张左子张 measurement 一张左子一张椅子 椅子，
椅子，
张椅子，
椅子，
椅子，
嗯哼，一个鼻子，
一
一个鼻子，
鼻子，
两个眼睛，
两
两
个
个眼
眼睛，两只手，两
只手，
两 equivalent two, okay, two. But when you counting, use two. When you measure it, call it 两. Let's try it. 两
两
两
两
两 okay.
两
嗯，一二二二
二
二，第二
第二
第二第一
第二
第一
第一
第一第二第三第四第五，
第五
第 ranking rank first, you know, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, okay? 第一
第一
第二
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 第三
第三
第四
第四
第五
第五
一个鼻子
一
个鼻子
鼻子
一个
两
鼻子
个两
两
not 二个 not 二 okay not 二两 repeat after 两
两
两个眼睛
两个眼睛。
两
I'm not trying to teach you things. I try to give you a idea. Those things measurement can be a little confusing, you know, for Westerners. We can send to you word order. Don't worry about that. That's it. So let's use it now. For you. I'm joking. Okay, let's talk about the pictures. This picture words. Let's see the introductory. Okay. I want you to read this introductory section.
This illustrated dictionary presents the 1,500 key Mandarin Chinese words and sentences.
Can you see? Can you see there?
They can't. No, they can't see the book.
They can't see the book. We want them to see the book. How we do that?
We'll have to
Mm.
lower the screen. a little
You'd have
bit
to put
down.
it back on the ground.
You seriously? Okay.
Yeah, you'd have to put it like right here.
This is the shortest it can go, and it's still can't see the tables.
Okay. Let's bring that things around.
You want me to pause it?
Let's bring it down to the hear effects. It's okay. People.
Well, it's
people
gonna mess
get
up the volume right there.
It's okay. Okay. It's okay. Gonna take a little bit of trouble. It's okay.
I don't want
We'll
to
just
drop.
take that phone off.
Yeah,
take
yeah,
it
just
out the phone.
unplug
Just
that.
Or take the phone off?
just take the phone from the understanding. Yes, it needs to be.
Carry the mic with you.
Yeah. It's okay. It's not gonna make a lot of troubles, but I want to see the pictures. Okay. So.
Okay, what do I do with the
thought-
mic here?
Huh? Oh, you can put it there. Yeah, that's good. There we go.
It actually clips.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Raja. You're real smart. Hope you're smart. It's not smart at all.
Yeah.
I'm joking. Please. I was just teasing you. So. That's smart. Smart. Okay. What last time? What like last time we did this?
We
did like
put it
this.
like right here, I think. Like, or maybe it was right here where we like put it behind this. So we set it like.
Oh, that's better.
That's better, huh? That's nice, Raja. Huh? Okay, here we go. Got it. I think I got it. I just don't need one to hide the camera.
Yeah.
I think that would do, right? So, is that what do?
Yeah, you can't really like see the picture super well, but maybe they'll.
I mean, we at least get a picture,
Mhm.
a people idea of what we're doing here.
Yeah.
That would do, right? So.
Yep.
Okay, now.
Now you just gotta unravel that a little bit so the picture.
Yeah. Life's hard.
Yep.
We don't know what you're doing. Oh, I don't know. Well, that should work actually. Alright. That should work, right? If not, what do you do? Oh man, seriously? Noah, can I borrow your book there? Thank you.
There you go.
See?
Perfect.
Smart people do smart things.
Yep.
Hopefully we're smart. That's distracting, right? Okay, let's. Okay, let's start it reading the book.
I have someone coming in.
Is that right?
No, they're probably just walking.
Okay, never mind.
No, that's
sure.
That's some working wrong. So read this dictionary. Okay.
This illustrated dictionary presents the 1,500 key Mandarin Chinese words and sentences that students need to know to pass the AP Chinese Language and Culture exam and the Chinese Government HSK levels 1 through 3 provincial.
Okay, let's forget about this. Wow. So different languages actually.
Yep.
Huh? Okay. Let's forget about this. Use it for us. Sorry. You gotta get back to me, son.
Oh.
It's alright. It sounds a bad teacher, I want to curse. Okay. Oh, look at that. What is this you think about?
That's a
Peach
tree.
plum, peach
Yep.
blossoms. 桃花
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 桃花桃子桃 means peach. 花 means blossom, okay?
桃
Blossom.
桃花
桃花. That's a lot of stuff. Do you guys bought me this thing, right? So, literally the right?
二胡
Okay. That's terrible. What is
It's easy to remember.
饺子
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 粽子
粽子
Yeah, it's this kind of food as well. 饺子
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 粽子
粽子
桃花
That's good. 桃花
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 卷珠 right
二胡
Stop numbering.
二胡 what about this one? You need to know this one. Chopsticks, am I right? So 筷子
筷子
筷
筷
子
子
用筷子吃饺子用筷子
用筷子
吃
吃
饺子
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 Okay, let me repeat. 用筷子
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 用筷子吃饺子。
饺
用
子
筷
That's how you do it, children.
饺子
Nice. Okay, 用筷子
用筷子
吃饺子。
吃饺子
吃饺子
Chinese.
吃饺子
Yeah, 用筷子
用
用
筷子
筷子
吃饺子。
吃饺子
吃饺子。母亲、
母亲
母亲
女儿、
女儿
母亲、
母亲
女儿、
女儿
女、男、
男
女、
女
男、
男
女、
女
maybe new, who knows?
I think that's a 男
I don't know. Okay, 男
男
is good. 男、
男
女、
女
男，okay，女 ，hopefully these two are new，女人，
人
左
That's such
子
an
人，
人
男人，
男人
男人
女人，
女人
女人
男人，
男人
女人，
女人
男人们，
男人们
女人们，
女人们
女人们，
女人们
男人，
男人
一个男人，
一个男人
一个男人，
一个男人
两个女人，
两个女人
两个女人，
两个女人
一对，
对
或者一些男人，who knows？ OK，一些饺子，一些
一些饺子
一些饺子，一些字。你该字种子
粽子
字 not same word, okay? So 字饺子
饺子
粽子
粽子
，OK？写字
写字
写字一些字
一些字
写
写
一些
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 一
一
些
些一些一些一些灯笼灯笼一个灯笼一些灯笼一个灯笼一些灯笼一个人一些人
一些人
一些人，
一朵花
一
朵
朵
花
一些花
一些花，
一些花
些
一些楼一些
楼，
OK 一轮车一轮车
一轮车
车
一个盘子
一个
个
盘子
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 盘子，
一个碗
一个碗
盘子
盘子
碗
碗
盘子
盘子
碗
碗
一盘
一盘
饺子
饺
饺子
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 饺子一
饺子
些饺子
一些饺子
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 一盘
一
一
盘
盘
饺子
饺子
一个
一
个
粽子
粽子
一个
一
个
男人
男人
一个
一个女人
女人，你看一朵
一朵
花
花，
一些
蝎子
字
写
字一个
男人
一个男人一个女人
女人，
两个
两个
女人
两个
两二胡
二
胡，
二一二三四
一二三四
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 第一第二第三第四
第一第二第三第四
一些饺子
一些
一些
饺子
饺子，
二户男人女人
花
花
你看第一第二第
第三
第
第
四第
五
五good 一二
三四五
OK
一
一
二
二胡
二胡，
两个
两
两
个
两个女人
女人，
男人
男人
两个
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 女人
女人，
嗯
一个
男人
OK 一盘
饺子
饺子，
OK 一个碗 OK 碗
碗
Excuse me, man, that thing is. Let's stop that.
Yeah, go ahead and stop that there.
Getting me sick. Now you have a little taste about what's going on, right? What they're gonna do, okay? So we're gonna repeat, come back, talking about things. Then you learn things through objects, right? So let's look at this book's content. Okay, they have different sections, right? Introductions. No, can you read it?
A basic introduction to Mandarin Chinese.
Okay, so you can see what then?
So nice to meet you.
Okay.
My family, my house, the human body, counting and numbers, daily activities, colors and shapes and sizes, opposites, talking about money, going shopping.
Hey, Elijah, why don't you move your chair somewhere else? Man? So let me sit in between here. Maybe you guys can. It's wrong direction for you to sit. You squeeze your chair here. Yeah. Squeeze yourself here.
Somebody sit
Somewhere.
there.
Yeah, somewhere.
Okay.
You can put that where it's now you can see things. I'm so sorry. Okay. Wrong direction. Is that making sense, guys? It's better, right? Okay. Going shopping. Where you were?
Life in the city,
Okay.
getting around,
Yeah, what about-
asking and giving directions, talking about the weather. telling time, years and dates. You want me to continue?
Yeah, finish everything.
The seasons of the years, celebrating the holidays. I love to learn at school, learning Mandarin Chinese, counting words, computers and the internet. I love my smartphone at work, music and dance, seeing a doctor, protecting our environment, the animal kingdom. Let's keep fit. Do you like to travel? Countries of the world, foreign languages. Do you like Chinese food? Popular Western food, drinks, fresh fruits, nuts and grain, at the market, and that's it.
30.
It's a lot.
That's huge. Well, there's a lot to read here before we move on things, alright? So, which we'll do. Okay. But I want to read the first portion here, so see if we can do something about it. So, can you read together? You can read.
Where am I starting?
Sorry, again.
Right here?
Yeah. I'm teasing you. No, you can start here.
Okay. The Chinese characters. It is often said that Chinese characters, Hanzi,
汉字 yeah.
汉字
汉字 yeah.
汉字
Uh-huh.
汉字
字
字
汉
汉汉字 It is often said that Chinese characters, Hanzi, are pictographs or ideographs. Pictographs
yeah.
or is it ideographs?
Ideographs.
Ideographs.
Idea is idea, right?
Mhm.
Picture is picture.
Meaning that they literally represent a picture or an idea of something in stylized form. Long ago, this may have been true, but it is still true for a small number of basic characters, though most of these characters have changed quite a bit over time. There are some examples to give you an idea of how these characters have changed. Oracle bone script, bronze inscriptions, small seal script, traditional character, simplified character, pinyin, meaning. Oracle bone script, bronze inscription.
No, don't worry about it. What is it called?
Oh.
Day, okay, so this you can see the difference there?
Hmm.
It's like a picture, right? In the beginning. See that?
Mhm.
Change it into simplified version, okay? Traditional version. What is it by?
Ma.
Okay, this
Horse.
one called 日
日
represent 日 一日 一二二日 okay 一日二日日日 okay
Ma.
马 yeah 马
Ma.
马
look at that literally like a horse right it's horse right so,
Yep.
so,
That's
horse.
crazy.
Yeah. So 马
Ma.
马
马
马
Ma.
Ma.
simplified them right 马 so that's why I simplified yeah, easier to write
Shui.
水
水
Shui.
水 that's here
Shui.
a
Water.
river right so things on top of the river whatever yeah that's pretty good I think that's like that it's a little bit different right so let's see. Now what about this literally like a bamboo right so this is called
Lin.
different like should trees together right so tree together 林
Lin.
okay read on
Most Chinese characters quickly evolved towards abstraction. As different elements or pieces of characters were combined or fused together to form new characters that no longer provided a literal picture of something. As a result, only about 4 to 5% of the Chinese characters currently in use are actually pictographs or ideographs. Most of the characters are more abstract in nature, although certain elements of the characters may retain a core pictographic meaning.
Okay, hold on there. Noah, can you help me to get some Coke for me? I'm sorry, my throat.
Some water?
Yeah, some water or Coke. Coke is good.
Coke? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Coke.
Yeah. My throat a little bit irritated.
Yeah.
So, Is that amazing? How
Mhm.
the character develop, huh? Crazy, huh?
Mhm.
Different scripts, you see.
Yeah, it's great.
Well, that then you use handwriting like that one. Looks more different, right?
Mhm.
So, yeah. Then you have always those different writings. So Chinese is pretty complicated.
Yeah.
English can be very complicated, right?
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
different scripts, different writing style as well, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay, read on. Excuse me, sorry.
Mhm.
Make some noise here.
For example, the character Shu, meaning tree, has a pictographic character Mu, representing a tree. On the left side of it, in fact, many characters having to do with wood or things made of wood.
Okay, let's use it. Mu.
Mu.
Mu, you can see the character like mu, right? So,
Mhm.
okay. See the guy on the left side is this character, right? So you
Mhm.
combine together, right? So making sense to you? Yeah, so making sense to you now?
Mhm.
Okay, that's what it means. Go ahead.
Hmm.
Yeah.
In fact, many characters having to do with or things made with wood contain the tree on the left side of it.
No, the what?
The mu on the left
yeah.
side of it.
Yeah, you can't find the tree. I'm joking. It's a mu, right? So, okay, mu. Wood. Mu. Mu. Mu.
Mu.
Okay. Mhm.
This is commonly referred as a radical or root.
Radical. Radical.
Radical.
Yeah. It's
Radical.
not like the modern English meaning, right? You're radical, you're no
Mhm.
good or whatever. So this radical is a character, right? So designation chamber. Okay.
Here are some examples. Lin,
Ling.
Lin, forest,
Ling. Ling. You remember the two? Ling.
Lin,
Mm-hmm.
forest, Lin, lan,
Line.
lan, railing,
You see rating? Mm-hmm.
yi,
Yi.
Mm-hmm.
chair,
Mm-hmm.
and ban,
Yi.
a
Yi. Ban.
ban,
Ban.
a plank or board.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes in the modern meaning, the link to wood can be hard to see. However, for example, do,
Door.
do has the
Mu.
mu radical, but means earlobe.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
It is
huh?
used in combination with the character ear to mean ear. Ear do. The old meaning of do, however, is flower or blossom.
Or door like something grew on your collar. Flower pocket after.
Like one you would see on a tree or a bush.
Mm.
An earlobe might thus be thought of as the flower of the ear.
Crazy, huh? Yeah. Well.
Because they put earrings on, is that why?
I don't know. It's basically like a tree that grows some flower.
Yeah.
That's character.
Yeah.
Good.
One reason Chinese characters became more abstract has to do with pronunciation. The Chinese language long ago developed different regional dialects, which over time became separate languages, as different from the other as the language of Europe. As these languages changed and new words developed, people needed to know how to pronounce the characters for those words. Thus, for example, an existing character which had the sound shu was added to mu to represent the meaning tree, which was pronounced shu. Here, the element mu indicates that what was that one?
Shu.
Shu means tree, while the element shu shows how it is pronounced as shu. In more recent times, the complicated traditional form shu was simplified to
Can you bring three pencils to us? No.
Yeah. simplified to what's that one?
树
Shu.
树 simplified traditional simplified traditional simplified.
Today, about 80% of all Chinese characters combined a cinematic element. Somatic element. Something which gives meaning. And a phonetic element.
Phonetic.
Element. Something which gives a clue to pronunciation. Here are some examples. Water radical. A variation of, that's mu, right?
水
Sui.
水
A variation of sui plus phonetic yang,
羊
yang,
羊
sheep equals yang,
嗯
ocean.
嗯
Woman radical. What does that say?
女
New
嗯
plus phonetic ma,
嗯
horse, equals ma, mother.
马
Ma.
Well, that would be ma.
Yeah, that would be ma because it's not
Ma.
like up and down.
啊马妈妈在马加上麻花妈妈 sorry my own
Ma.
tongue twister.
Mother.
嗯
Phonetic ma, horse. Rain radical plus phonemic ling.
令
Ling.
令
Ling.
嗯
To order.
Yeah.
Equals
令
ling.
Mhm.
Equals to order equals
you look at the 令
ling.
not the 令 anymore 令
But wait, why are they the same if they sound different? Like they don't have
it's a
any.
different word right now.
But yeah, wouldn't they have like a different thing on top of them though? If they were
They
different?
do. Look at the difference.
Look at that 马
No, these two, ling the two.
They are different.
令
One is declining and one is rising.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see
yeah,
it.
yeah. Do you see that?
Ling.
Okay.
Ling.
Yeah.
Falling, rain, zero. Grass radical. From the old character. What does that say?
Actually, 草 don't worry about it. Yeah.
草
草
Phonetic.
嗯
Huh.
花
Huh.
花
To change.
嗯
Huh.
花
Hua. Hua.
花
Hua.
嗯
Flower.
花花
Hua.
花花花花 okay flower okay
In the characters above, the phonetic element adds nothing to the meaning. It just provides the sound.
what
The sound.
very interesting okay
Mhm.
sound making sense to you
mhm.
yeah. Go ahead answer that if you need to
Yeah, I know what that is.
Mm.
Yeah, it's nothing. In the characters above, the phonetic element adds nothing to the meaning. It just provides the sound. As it became more complicated, Chinese characters also became more difficult to learn and remember, as well as more difficult and time-consuming to write.
oh really
The process of using simplified or shorthand forms for the characters had been going on for a long time, as it accelerated dramatically in the 1950s and 60s by the Chinese government, which created similar versions of many characters, now called simplified Chinese characters. To promote literacy in China, under this new system, many common Hanzi, is that how you pronounce that?
汉字
Hanzi
Mhm.
elements were simplified. For example, what's that? Yang?
言
Yan,
Mm.
to speak, is used as a part of another character and is rendered as
you got an upset girlfriend going on that's why
what?
Just see what's going on maybe your mom or your sister
That's alright.
oh wow okay
Where was I?
yeah
Yin, to speak, is used as a part of another character. It is rendered as, what's that pronounced?
it's still yeah
Oh, yin,
It's simplified, right? Not right
yes.
like this anymore. So.
and not yen.
Mm.
Thus, the traditional character. How do you spell?
Qing.
Qing, please,
Please.
which has yan on the left side is now written as yan in another. That's still qing or yan?
Qing.
Qing. Oh, I
Same
see.
word,
I see.
Same
now.
word, but it's simplified, right? So from this to this,
And then
therefore from this to this, right? So, yeah. Make it sense here?
Mm-hmm.
This
Yeah.
to this, then from this to this. You see?
In other cases, whole characters were simplified. For instance, the commonly used counting word ji
一个
ge had
一个
一个
从此
一个
男人
一个
女人
女人
一个
一个女人 right
男人
男人
一个
饺子
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 一个
四
一些
蟹字
一些
写字
写字写
写字
一些饺子 okay?
饺子
That's immersion, right? You jump all around.
Mhm.
Yeah. 一个个
个
So simplified, right? 个
In other cases, whole characters were simplified.
Wow, this is very good simplification because this is very tough one to write. Look at that. How many?
Wow.
How many? 几 many.
Ji
Few.
many.
Many. Good.
For instance, the commonly used word for counting, ge, that's right,
个
ge, has been changed to
个
个
ge,
It's the same thing.
and
几
ji, many, has been changed to ji. This character can also mean table. Here are some other examples of traditional and simplified forms of characters. That was
某
mo, me, what?
某某 心
I love how
simplified.
he's like ask what is that 这是什么
Yeah, that's exactly 什么 Yeah, it's not really mean anything. It's said to express a tune.
yeah
The tune implies something. So yeah.
How do you pronounce that?
心
Sing,
性
mood.
嗯
Jing, wen,
when
You can see it's simplified, right?
when, to ask a question, and
Or
are
child.
Yeah. Okay. Oh man. The writing Chinese character. Well, let's learn a little bit. You know.
Do you want me to keep on reading?
No,
Okay.
you don't.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
you want me to do it
Yeah.
Writing Chinese characters. Each hanzi character is made up of a number of individual lines or strokes that were traditionally written using a brush and ink. The order of strokes, along with the writing of the strokes themselves, follows the convention of top to bottom and left to right, although there are some exceptions. Not all strokes are in a single line. Some involve a change of direction. For example, the character yue, meaning moon or month, has only 4 strokes and is written like that.
Okay. Can somebody get a paper or get your notebook out? We can try it.
I have a notebook. Might. Noah probably does.
Okay, I have a paper there.
Might just be
Because well, I got an idea.
I got it right there.
a lot of papers. No, I got paper and pens. Let me use Chinese traditional brushes.
Why
which
not?
I got. Yeah.
Heck.
what?
Ava McGee wanted me to call her. I think so.
So there's this special brushes, man.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. I'm gonna give you a living room. Thank you. Sorry.
That's good.
So let's see what we can do here. What? Get out here.
Ooh. Special.
Don't touch it, okay?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Already know. Damage already done. That's terrible. Hold on.
Do you want me to go get a paper towels? Okay.
Okay, here we go. This is dirty. So, okay, Yue, right? So, can you see it? Yue, okay.
Yue.
That's first stroke, second stroke, okay? Third, Yue. Okay, let's write the first one. 日 right? 日 日 right? 日 yeah. Now when combined together, this is the actual, so. Okay. Guess what this one means? 日 one means
Day.
it's a moon, right? So making sense to you? Okay. Song. Is it making sense to you? Okay.
Night and day.
Guess what?
Right. Huh?
Yeah. That's interesting, huh?
That's funny.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay. Read on.
Note that the second stroke begins at the left and then hooks straight down. It should be written in one continuous motion without the pen or pencil leaving the paper. If a character has multiple components, the general rule is to go from left to right and from top to bottom. For example, this is the stroke order for the character Kun. No,
What?
Qin.
Qing. Remember we talking about this guy here? From this traditional way write like this. I'm sorry, give you a little time. Just give you a little taste of the right Chinese, alright? So. Qing. No, that's called the traditional Chinese, alright? So modern Chinese are gonna be like this, simplified. Qing. Okay. Making sense to you? Yeah. Doesn't sound very good to you right now. So. Yeah. If I'm gonna do fast writing, guess what? I'm gonna do this, right? That's terrible, huh?
So that's supposed to be
that's
that?
representing this, yeah.
so
That's
would
right.
you have to be pretty skilled
Yeah,
in Chinese
it's
to know
learning
what
how
that
to learn
means?
all this way. It's writing. That's something else. Like this one gonna be like this, okay?
What?
Wow.
Yeah, like this. Huh? I'm just trying to tell you.
Doesn't look anything.
Yeah, just fast writing. All right, so. Huh?
You'd have to evaluate.
Crazy, huh? Yeah. Cause see, when you get used to it, it's pretty fast now, right? So you can see that. Okay. Try this intimidated way, scary way from lunch.
That's what you call ultra simplified Chinese.
Yeah, I'm joking. That's called 草字. 草字 means fast writing. Okay, fast script. Yeah. Okay, now we're done with that. Just give you a little taste. This is gonna be, if you do it good, it's called art form, right? So
Yeah.
actually we're good display, you know. So it's very fun actually when you think about it. So. Okay, now we're done with that. So we can see another word, right? So
Mhm.
Yep.
we'll repeat that. Right? Same principle, same. Wow, that's 6 pages, man. Look at that. Ready? Try
Yeah.
it. Is that's one
Well,
page?
you can just look at
6.
Huh? Oh, six. Stupid people do that. Okay. Go ahead.
Word formation in Chinese.
Okay. Yeah.
In most cases, in Chinese, hanzi are not used alone to form words. Rather, words are formed with 2 or sometimes 3 hanzi. In some cases, the same hanzi is just repeated.
Let's do 汉字
hanzi,
汉字
hanzi,
汉字
hanzi.
The emphasis is 汉字
Han, not han.
汉
hanzi,
not 汉 han
han.
yeah
字
yeah.
This is particularly true of family names such as mama,
Mm-hmm.
爸爸,
Mm-hmm.
and 弟弟.
Mm-hmm.
And
You're doing pretty good there.
in other cases, the Chinese characters form compound nouns just as in English. For example, 高兴, no,
高-
高兴,
高
高兴。
高兴
高兴,
高兴 happy. Mm-hmm.
high spirits. Let me think. 起床,
起
起
床床
床,
起床
起床,
起床
rise up from bed, wake up. And 豆芽
Ah, pretty good. 豆芽
bean sprouts.
豆芽
Hey, bean sprouts.
yeah.
豆芽.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, there are many cases where both 汉字 characters in a word have the same or very similar meanings. For example,
要求
要求,
学习
学习,
study 舞蹈
舞蹈,
要求
要求,
to request 学习
学习,
舞蹈
舞蹈.
to dance. In some cases,
In such cases, you may only need to know one of the characters in the compound to guess the meaning of the word from context. Learning the characters.
That's tough. Okay, so now I'm gonna read this portion
Yeah.
just to weed myself out. I almost doze off. You guys are boring. That's terrible. Learning the characters. The traditional method of learning Chinese characters is to write them over and over again, thousands of times. Wow. Until they stick in your memory. I don't know how I did that. I don't think so. But yeah, we might do that. Rote memorization is still required to some extent, no matter what, but also helps a great deal if you learn the Hanzi, either individually or in combination, such as parts, word, or phrases. It's like you learn English, physiology. Ology is different thing, right? Biology, technology, psychology, stuff like that. Ology is attached to something. Then the first part of it is most Latin or Greek word, right? Combined together, what have you. You have a new English word, right? So, making sense to you? Yeah, that's literally what it means. So, similarly, not literally, sorry, like where we were. So, and of course, always better if you're able to spend time in Chinese-speaking country where you're seeing and using characters all the time. Repetition, that means. So it's useful to source the meaning and the pronunciation of each character with a memorable story or picture. These are called what? Mnemonics?
Mnemonics, yeah.
Mnemonics. Have you heard of that word? New to me.
Mhm.
Okay. Just to give you an example of how it works, the character Qing is made of elements Yan and Qing. The visualization or through a story, you can link Yan and Qing. In a way that it will help you remember that these two elements combined to make Qing. Learning Chinese characters is a bit like a puzzle or game that is quite fun. Here are many books there are many books and the flashcard on the market that use mnemonic devices such as these to help you to learn the Hanzi. You know what? That's a good point. We might be able to find flashcard on the phone and right? Use them. Yeah. In the future, I might try. So I think Rosanna Stone is pretty good, So, what's that? Hanyu. What? Hanyu. Am I Hanyu? Good. Pinyin alphabet. Oh, that's a good one. The system uses a book called Romanizing the Chinese language standard Hanyu Pinyin alphabet. In this system, Latin letters used, most of them have pronunciation quite close to the sounds they have in English words. Okay, let's try. Pinyin, sorry. Pronunciation, an example, English meaning. To look.
Hey.
Oh man, that's alright. What's in the world talking about? Huh.
Yeah, I remember.
Like as in car, so kan, to look.
Yeah. Where should I have this one?
Like
Ah.
it's saying as in car, so ka,
啊，
Huh.
看，看，看，啊，看。
Can.
That's not right. That's
There must be going from like another region or something.
Yeah.
Than yours, I don't know.
baby 嘛，b b b b b 波波波波
波波
波波 OK，ch like in change，窗户
窗户
window OK window，波波 is older brother OK， that's not right. It's uncle OK uncle old uncle. That's terrible. It's literally wrong generation. Sorry. Uncle. Remember some kids? So uncle. Okay. Da means dad. Da
Da.
means big, large. Okay. F means fat. You know,
Fat.
Fen. Oh, fen means sense. But also can mean separate. Okay, separate thing from so. This is like in game. Go
Go.
top. Okay.
High.
Okay, top.
Tall.
Okay. G is jeep. Okay. 剑 means to see or I already seen actually. Can 剑 I mean I can is to see. 剑 means I see it. Okay, so making sense here?
Mhm.
Okay. Key. Kiddo.
Kettle.
开
门 open OK 开窗户开门窗户开门开窗户 OK 开
窗户
没有 like妈妈
Mama.
mother repeat 妈妈
Mama.
在马家炸麻花 What do you eat there 麻花妈妈在马家炸麻花
No thanks.
妈妈 Yeah, I'm gonna repeat 妈妈
Mama.
在
在
妈妈在
Mama 在
马家
马家
妈妈在马家马horse 家 home horse is also a last name of a person so 马家妈妈在马家妈妈在马家炸 to fry you fry with the oil so fry yeah I'm sorry 炸妈妈在马家炸麻花炸麻花妈妈在马家炸麻花妈妈在马家炸麻花妈妈在马家炸麻花妈妈在马家炸麻花妈妈在马家炸麻花妈妈在马家炸麻花
No. I can.
Hey, you said it was good.
妈妈在马家炸麻花
炸麻花
妈妈在马家炸麻花
妈妈在马家
炸麻花炸麻花妈妈在马家炸麻花妈妈在马家炸麻花妈妈在马家炸麻花 Yeah, that's good 妈妈在马家炸麻花 Faster
Mama said my child tell my mom.
Oh, pretty good
Almost faster.
Yeah
You didn't do it right.
Let's do it 妈妈在马家炸麻花
Mama said my child.
Yeah 妈妈在马家炸麻花 No, that's too much. 妈妈在马家炸麻花
Mama said my child.
炸麻花
Mama said my child.
She does practice your tongue, and
Yeah.
practice your tongue to speak Chinese. So, have purpose, not by phone. Just tongue.
Yeah,
Get
yeah,
used
yeah.
to speak it Chinese. 妈妈在马家炸麻花。妈妈在马家炸麻花。妈妈在马家炸麻花。 妈妈
妈妈
在
在
马
马
家
家
za
麻花
妈妈
妈妈
在
在
马
马家
家
家
za
炸
麻花
麻花，
妈妈在马家
妈妈在马家
炸麻花
炸麻花
妈妈在马家炸
妈妈
麻花
妈妈在马家炸麻花
炸麻花，
妈妈在马家
妈妈在马家炸麻花
炸麻花，
妈妈在马家
妈妈在马家
炸麻花
炸麻花，
妈妈在马家炸麻花
炸麻花，
炸麻花炸麻花
炸麻花
妈妈在马家
妈妈在马家
炸麻花
炸麻花
妈妈在马家
妈妈在马家
炸麻花
炸麻花
妈妈在马家炸麻花，
妈妈在马家炸麻花
炸麻花
炸麻
炸麻
花
花
Yeah, that's difficult, alright?
妈妈在马家炸
Northern
麻花
countries are really practice your
What is it actually saying now?
mama, mama,
It's hard
mama.
too because you don't have like a recognition
Mama.
of what the meaning is.
There is at. 马家 is a house, a home, a
Cooking.
马
Ma.
whose last name repeats things, like that. Za means to fry something. 麻花 is a snack, just eat.
麻花
妈妈在马家炸麻花。
Oh, looks like your phone's about to die.
What? It's terrible. I think we're not supposed to record these things. I'm not sure. We're gonna end up there today. How much time we went?
Past an hour.
Great. We will end up there on page 7, okay? So
Cool.
next time
妈妈
continue.
在马家炸麻花，
Okay, before we wrap it up, we're gonna learn 1、2、
三
3、
四、
五
五、
1、
一
二、
二
三、四、五、
两个、
两个、
二胡、
二胡、
两个、
两个、
第
第
第
一、
第一
第二、
第二
第三、
第三
第四、第五。
Okay. Let's preview this one. I'm going to teach this one. 6、7、8、9、10。6、7、8、9、10。1、2、3、4、5。6、
六、
7、
七、
8、
八、
9、
六、
10。
十、
9、9、9、
九、
9、9、
九
10、
十、
4、10、
十
十、
四
10、
十、
10、
十、
4、
四
40
四十、
和
和
14
十
四
对呀40
是词和
40
四十、
和
和
十
十、
四
四、
14对14
十四
40
四十、
四十
14
十四、
40
四十、
四十
14和40 14和40 40和14
十四、
OK
十
OK
四十
14 OK Okay, got it this one? Okay. 1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10、
十、
6、7、8、9、10。
有七八九
十
有十
Go ahead. 6、7、8、9、10。
六、
六七八九十
6、
六
6、
六
6、
六
6、
六
7、
七
7、
七
8、
八
9、
九、
九
8、
八
7、
七
9、
九
10、
十
10、
十
4、
四
4、
四
10、
十
40、
十、
十
四十四
十、
四
40
四十、
14
十四、
14
十四
十次，
40，
40，
对，
40，
6，
6，
8，
8，
9，
9，
7，
7
10，
10，
10，
10，
4，
4，
6，
6，
9，
9，
8，
8，
7，
7，
10，
10，
6，
6，
7，
7，
8，
8，
9，
9，
10，
10， 5，
5， 5，
5，
50，
50，
15，
15，
11，
11，
12，
12，
13，
13，
14，
14，
15，
15，
11，
11，
12，
12，
13，
13，
14，
14，
15，
15，
16，
16，
17，
17，
18，
19，
20，
20，
10， 10，
10，
20，
20，
30，
30，
40，
40，
50，
50，
60，
60，
70，
70，
80，
80，
90，
90，
100，
100，
1，
1
100，
百
100，
200，
200，
300，
300，
400，
400，
500，
500，
600，
600，
700，
700，
800，
800，
900，
900，
1000，
1000，
1000， 1000， 2000，
2000，
两，
两
2000，
2000
3000，
3000，
4000，
4000，
5000
5000 6000
，OK，1万，
1万
1万，2万，
2万
1，
1，
2，
2，
3，
3，
4，
5，
10，
10，
20，
20，
30，
30，
40，
40，
50，
50，
6，
6，
7，
7，
8，
8，
9，
9，
10，
10，
15，
15，
11，
11，
16，
16，
17，
17，
18，
18
19，
19 15
20，
20，
2000，
2000，
20，
20，
30，
30，
40，
40，
60，
60，
50，
50，
60，
60，
80，
80，
70，
70，
17，
17，
70，
70，
17，
17，
80，
80，
90，
90，
100，
100，
200，
200，
300，
300，
300
400，
400
500，
百，
百
百，百，百，
百，
百，
百
千，
千
千，
1000，
1000
2000，
2000，
3000，
3000，
100，
100，
200，
200，
300，
300，
400，
400，
500，
500，
600，
600， 700，
800
800，
700，
700
900，
900，
1000，
1000，
1万，
1万，
1万，1万，
1万，
2万，
2万，
2000，
2000，
1000，
1000，
1万，
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 1000，
1000，
2000，
2000，
2万，
2万，
3000，
3000，
3万，OK，3万，OK，10，
10，
11，
11
12，
2，
12，
12，
13，
13，
14，
14，
15，
15，
16，
16，
17，
17，
18，
18，
19，
19，
20，
20，
6、7、8、9、10，
6、7、8、9、10，
6、7、8、9、10，
6、7、8、9、10， 6、7、8、9、10，
6
9、6、
6
9、
8
8、7、
7
10、
10
4、3、
3
4，Where are you pointing at? 4、
10
10、10、
10 4 14
14、
40
40、 是 man
四
四
是是
是
四
But you get it.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
六七八九十，六七八九十，
六七八九十，
一二三四五，
一二三四五，
1 2 3 4 5
六七八九十，
6 7 8 9
六七八九十，I'm sorry，六七八九十。
6 7 8 9 10
You guys good students. I think your dad have a language skill, man.
Does he?
He remember everything.
I bet he couldn't tell you one Chinese word.
Probably could.
No, he could not.
Yeah. He still call me Fengza, means crazy man or mean
Fengza?
or whatever, man, whatever.
That's
so
funny.
He remember all those things. So. The other day I asked, can you count? I think he still can count. You might check on him with that. Anyway, it's good. He's good language learner. Can you? Chinese is not so easy a language. So.
No, it's definitely not.
Yeah. Nor can you put that away. So in the box.
You want to keep this paper in here?
Yes. So I use it this time maybe. Okay. Noah, can you help with that?